move, starting today the practice from the child pose. Spread your knees as wide as your yoga mat and get the big toes together. Reach the arms forward and relax the forehead down on the mat. Find your long breaths here. As you breathe in, relax the belly. Feel that the ribs are getting wider. And as you breathe out, contract in the belly. Empty your belly completely. Keep on breathing here. Trying to breathe as much as you can to the back of your ribs, lower spine sacrum, so that the breath can make room for your body. One more moment in silence here. And then climb up onto all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees as wide as your hips. Take a look to the left, take your hips to the left, contract at the left side body and open on the right side. So squeeze as much as you can on the left side. Next time you breathe out, take it to cat pose. So round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Then come back to neutral spine, take a look over the right shoulder and swing your hips to the right. Contract at the right side, stretch on the left. Next time you breathe in, open up to the cow pose. Now walk your hands a little bit more forward. Take the heart forward and lower to half chaturanga, only halfway down. Then push it back up to the cow pose. Open, and on breathe out, move to downward facing dog. At first, pedal it out, make it the most luxurious downward dog you take today. So there is time to discover what needs more movement, more room. Keep pressing the hands down so they are like bandha, squeezing down to the ground and squeezing the arm bones together. Directing the triceps down to the ground, but the forearms are rolling to the inside towards each other. Then take a walk with your hands halfway back, making the downward dog a shortened downward dog. When you are here, if you need to, you can bend the knees, maybe shake your head yes to release the neck. And keep squeezing your heart towards your thighs, palms to the ground. Imagine that your arms are getting longer with this movement. Remember about Hasta Bandha, which is finding this gripping feeling with your fingers. Then walk your hands all the way back towards your shins, hands to the shins, halfway lift. Breathe out, release the hands down in front of you, and then keep your toes pointed forward as you lower your seat lower and lower, all the way down to the squat. From the squat, start to reach the hands forward, fingers are walking forward, and then release your head down. Still find your breath, deep breath. Release the belly as you breathe in. Breathe to the back body. So it's so nice to breathe to the back of your diaphragm so you can decompress your spine. And then look forward, crawl forward, back into all fours. Knees down, hands forward. Now once again, hips to the right, but this time take your hips right and forward. Then hips to the left and like a circle to the left and backward. Once again to the right, forward, to the left, backward. And let's switch. So to the left, switching the direction. Make it yours, so it's really like nobody is looking, because truly it's only I'm who is looking from time to time, but it's all about making it sensual. And let's take it to the right once again, but this time bigger, so you are almost flirting with cobra, and then going to the left and back into all fours. Make it yours. Find your individual movement, and after 2 times reverse it to the other direction. So opening at the front, and maybe this time when you hit the back, you will take it to the child pose if it feels good. We are still waking up our bodies. And when you are finished, then finish in the O4. Spread your fingers wide. Try to press a lot through the inner fingers. Tuck the toes under and send it to the downward facing dog. Drishti and breath. Each time we arrive here to downward dog, we are more still, more focused, relaxed in your face, jaw, eyes. Then lift your heels up and take a walk to the top of the mat. Breathe in for halfway lift, stretch the heart forward. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Breathe in, press toes down, lift your heart high up, reach the palms up. And breathe out, hands through the heart. Breathe in, find Tadasana, establish your breath and Drishti. Find the root of trying to feel your feet pressing down to the earth. Strong thighs, strong lower belly. Lift the heart, center of your chest up and the crown up, lengthening at the top. And let's move through sun salutation A 2 times. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, keep long spine as you are lowering down, nose to knees. Breathe in, stretch forward. Breathe out, step back, lower down, maybe at first on your knees. Breathe in, find cobra of your choice, heart forward. And breathe out, let's meet in downward facing dog. About 5 breaths here. Refinding your long breaths, tilting the sitting bones high up, pressing through the fingers so there is less work for your wrist, more for the finger pads, middle of the hands, base of the fingers. Next time as you take breathe out, prepare, look forward, and then step or hop between your hands, lengthen out. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Then rise high, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, hands back to the center. One more round. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, fall down, nose, knees. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, step back, any foot. Lower down, chaturanga or on your knees. Breathe in, hearts open, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe out, strong arms to downward facing dog. Stay about 5 breaths. And this rhythmic pulsing breath, it's one of the best medicine yoga can offer. So keep on finding your longest, fullest breaths. Listen to the sound of the breath. And then breathe out, prepare. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, heart forward. Breathe out, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale all the way up, take the arms up, stretch up. Breathe out, hands to the center. Step the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Take both arms up. Now release the right hand down the right leg, left arm stretches above the head to the side stretch. Root down through your legs and feet. Try to keep your pelvis neutral as you keep on reaching through the side body. Then breathe in, arms to the center, and breathe out, switch. Strong legs, light and lifted heart. Maybe reaching a bit lower, try not to bend the elbow, straight your arm. Then we reach all the way up, inhale to the heavens. Exhale, release the hands. Now squeeze your right knee towards your chest. You can interlace the fingers. Find 3 breaths. Lengthen throughout your torso, chin back to strengthen the neck flexors. And we will step it back to Parsvakonasana side angle. So release the leg and slowly step it back. Find control in this motion. Then the left foot will kiss the ground, ground the left heel, take the left forearm onto the left thigh, left arm over the head. If this is easy, you can catch the ground with the right fingers. Bend the right knee so much that it's above the right ankle, but not much more forward than the ankle. Good. Stay for 2. Roll your heart open heavenward. Stay for 1. Then look down, take the left hand down, step the left knee down and take it to the child pose once again. But this time walk your hands all the way to the right. So it will be once again side body stretch. Forehead down. Try to reach your left fingers far away from the left hip. Ground down through the left hip. Soften your face. And start to walk your hands to the left. So fingers to the left, keep the arms straight and then release the head. Breathe into the right side of your lungs. And then take it back for a walk to the center. Hands forward, all fours, tuck the toes. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise the right leg high up. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, step the left foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fall down, nose to knees. Inhale all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands through the heart. Same thing, other side. Left foot stays down, lift the right knee, squeeze the right knee in. Lift the center of your chest up. Lock your left knee so the left leg is straight. Good. Squeeze the outside of your butt, left butt. And then slowly step it back. So release the hands, control with your core. Let the right foot to slowly graze the ground. The right heel rolls to the side and take a side body. Angle pose here or touch the ground. The right shoulder can be lifted, but the left shoulder away from your ears. So you press the left forearm so much towards the left thigh that it clears the space for your neck. 2 breaths. Chin a little bit in so that the back of the neck is long. Then look down, hands down. Step the right knee down, left foot back. This time lower on your forearms and get into puppy pose. So if your shoulders bothers you in this pose, you can always widen your hands. If it's okay, keep your arms parallel or even squeeze the arm bones gently towards each other. Release any part of your face that feels good. It can be chin, but doesn't have to be. You can also place your cheek on your forehead. Keep melting your heart down to the ground as you lift your sitting bones high, staying for 3 long breaths. And truly breathe deeply. And then crawl your hands back. Take a child pose to release your shoulders. So this time arms pointed backward and the forehead down. Just a sweet, quick moment to recover. And let's rise up, all fours. Press the fingers, tuck the toes under and breathe out to downward dog with strong core. Inhale, rise the left leg high up. And breathe out, step the left foot forward between your hands. Then step the right foot forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. And inhale all the way up, heart up, palms touch above the head. And breathe out, hands down through the heart. Let's start new sequence, also from the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Interlace the fingers so that the right pinky finger is on the top. Shoulders down and back, bend your knees like it's the chair pose. Allow your heart to break free, so heart up, space for the front ribs. And then straight your legs, keep those arms and lift the left leg up, left knee up. Straight the left leg, stay for 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot back to warrior 1 legs. So once again, slow, controlled step to the back and let it land at the back. Now slide your hands down the left thigh. Open the front body. Look for deep breaths to your lungs. Breathe in one more time, and as you breathe out, lower down for humble warrior. So chest to the inside of the right knee, square your hips, hug the right hip in and back. Relax the neck. One more breath. Rise up for warrior 1, but this time free your fingers so the arms are reaching skyward. Bend the right knee nicely. I know it's a lot of work for your right thigh, but it will be not for long. Take it to the peaceful warrior. Left arm slides down the left leg, right arm over the head, and now the hips are open like warrior 2. Now take this left arm behind your back, straight the right leg, and reverse Trikonasana. Right arm away from the right hip. Find long line. Today we have lots of side body stretches, so try to find your deepest side body stretch and then keep this space as we start to roll to the front to Trikonasana A. Right hand is reaches either to your shin, ankle, book, or below. Keep the left arm behind you, but don't allow your left shoulder blade to pop out. Keep the left shoulder blade squeezed towards your spine. Roll the left shoulder down and back, and maybe even look up. If you find room, then pivot your heart even more towards the sky. Peaceful warrior with this arm, so bend the right knee, take the right arm up, only one breathe in here, and then reach the right fingers to the inside of the right leg. It's still quite early in the practice, not at the end, so if you like, you can stay here. If you feel already warmed up, you can reach the right arm underneath the right thigh and try to go for a bind. Not obligatory, only if it feels good. Try to roll the shoulders down and back and heart up. 2 breaths. Relax your face, chin in. Then look down, hands down. Step it first to downward dog. Then on your inhale, roll forward to plank and take vinyasa of your choice. So it can be relaxed on the knees, or it can be full chaturanga. Breathing, squeeze the glutes to protect your spine. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Finding this pulsing rhythmic breath. Breathe out, prepare. Breathe in, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen out. Exhale, fall down. Inhale to rise, heart and arms. Exhale, palms through the heart. Now switch the crossing of your fingers so the other knuckle is on the top. The other pinky finger on the top. Shoulders down and back. Bend your knees as though it's a chair pose. More weight on your heels. Maybe even lift and spread your toes. Break the heart free, open. Then straight your legs and take the right knee up towards your chest. Then straight the right leg forward, stay for 3, 2. Good. And 1. Step it for warrior one leg. So right foot steps back, left knee bend, and place it down. Ground the heel, slide the hands down the back leg. Very strong legs, always squeezing the heels towards each other, allowing the heart to create more room. Next time you will exhale, slowly start to lower to humble warrior. Relax your head, square off the hips. Keep squeezing the heels in. Notice how it makes your work harder in your glutes, in your inner thighs. This time to warrior one, but free your fingers. So relax the hands down and take them up. Find a nice bend in the left knee. Remember to keep the bottom ribs in above your pubic bone. So it's a one line here. And then open to the peaceful warrior. Open the hips, left arm above the head. Keep reaching to the right. Then straight the left leg. Take the right arm behind your back. Wrap the right shoulder blade in. And reach the left fingers away from the left toes. Never stop breathing. Reach even more to the right. Now keep this space as you start to lower to Trikonasana A. With control. Touch wherever it feels comfortable, then keep the right arm behind you and really plug the right shoulder blade in. Look up. So sometimes it doesn't feel that good for the leg to look up, but if it's only the muscle that troubles you, then keep on looking up, because actually you are training your side muscles in your neck this way. And then reach up for peaceful warrior, so bend the left knee, only one breath in, here arm up, and then take the left fingers from the inside of the left leg. One option, stay here. Second option, wrap the left arm under, fingers touch. Or if you are very open, you might be even able to grab your wrist. But no rush. If it doesn't feel good, maybe it's not for today, so we have always a choice. And then release. Look down, hands down. Step it to downward dog first. Then inhale, roll forward, high plank, belly in. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows above your wrists. Breathe in, open up. And breathe out to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And getting stronger and stronger. Now the next sequence, it will be a little bit more strengthening. Remember that always you can modify the side plank pose and place the bottom knee on the ground. So let's reach the right leg up, three-legged dog. Square your hips, don't lift your right hip up yet. So as you find your square hips, let's pulse the right leg 6 times up and down. So you have up and down, up and down. Notice how your right gluteus maximus is squeezing as you extend through the right hip. And after 6, kiss your right knee towards your nose. Round the spine as though it's a cat pose. Breathe in, reach the right leg high up. And then bend the right knee, open through the hip. Look over the left shoulder. Maybe you can see your right floating foot. Scorpion tail, take 2 breaths. You can pivot your heart to the right side. Then take a look forward and kiss the right knee to the right outer tricep. Hop. Breathe in, re-extend the right leg behind you. Breathe out, kiss your left tricep. And now cross the right thigh over the left thigh. So like this, hop, right over the left. Pivot the left heel to the side. One option, stay on both hands. Second option, stretch the left arm over the head. And stay in side plank pose. For 3, Strong right shoulder. If this is too much, you can release the right shin down. One more. Roll the left hand down. Take the right leg behind you once again for three-legged dog. And then step the right foot forward between your hands. Hop. Take the left knee down. If you need a pillow or a blanket for your left knee, go ahead. I will double bend my mat. Go higher up and place your right forearm on your right thigh. Bend the left knee and reach for the left foot. Okay, if it goes well, you can push the right heel towards your glutes higher, closer, and you can relax your hips a little bit lower so that you can create a nice opening in the left quads. Chest pointed forward. Check it out. Yes, it's challenging for the balance, but try to find the drishti. Good. And then release the left foot down slowly without shooting to the ground. Get your hands down and straight the right leg. Point the right toes up and spread your toes. Breathe in, reach the heart forward, and breathe out, fold down. Maybe shake your head no. Keep pressing down through the right heel, reaching the right sitting bone away from your right heel. Then bend your right knee. Walk your fingers more forward, especially the right fingers. And let's hop it to half moon. So straight the right leg, lift the right leg. If you have problems with balancing in the half moon, a nice help can be to take the right fingers a little bit more to the right. So they are more underneath the right shoulder rather than on one line with the right foot. Start to open. If this is difficult, get the left hand onto the left waistline. Be powerful through your legs. Heart is open. Long line between the right hip to the right shoulder, and I will challenge a little bit your glutes. So start to take the left leg to the left. Hop, 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 hop. And pass it 5 times, a little bit up and down, up and down. You can look down if it feels better. Notice how the outer glutes are firing, and then lower the left foot down. Release, maybe shake your knees a little bit front and back, bending one at a time. Maybe sway your upper spine, just release all the tension. I have 2 options for you. One is to lower into Malasana, opening the feet to the outside and having some twist moments with the breath, right and left. If you rather to go for a crow practice, then get your hands forward and climb your shins onto your triceps and take a crow pose practice. So whatever works for you, I take a modified crow with the inner shins on my triceps. We stay free. Good. Squeeze the heels in even higher, Lulu. Yeah. And then step or hop back, very well. It's only crows today, bravo. Let's lower down through vinyasa. So feet back, lower down. Breathe in, heart opens, and breathe out, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And let's continue with the left leg. So lift the left leg up, keep your hips square. Let's pulse 6 times, up and down. Keep your hips square. Try to relax the front of the hip flexors and only work with your butt. Then squeeze your left knee towards your nose, round the spine. Breathe in, reach the left leg back, and then bend the left knee. Roll your heart open to the left, but at the same time, look over the right shoulder. Maybe you can see your left floating foot. Monkey tail. Squeeze the glutes. Then look forward, kiss the left knee towards the left outer tricep, strong core, so it's like a plank. Then take the left leg behind, inhale, exhale, left knee to the right triceps, and this time cross the right thigh over the right hop, pivot the right heel to the left. You can stay on both hands, or you can take the right arm across the ear line. Try to roll your left shoulder outside and in, so it's more stable. It will stay in the socket. 1. Look down, roll down, right hand down, kick the left leg behind for the last time, and then step the left foot forward between your hands. Take the right knee down and always cushion up if you need to. Slide the left forearm onto the left thigh. And start to lift your right foot up. Maybe you can hold it. You don't need to go super close. One tip, if you feel that your right knee bothers you, try to be more on the front of your kneecap. So lean more forward, and usually there is less sensation of the pain. And then take your right heel even closer, maybe hips lower down so you can feel your quads stretch. And with no rush, release the right foot. Take your hands down, straight the leg, square off your hips. Always readjust if you need to, maybe shimmy your foot a little bit more forward. Breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, release the head. Stretching the left hip away from the left foot flex. Every exhale, belly to thigh. Lulu, try to be more straight in the spine. Sometimes it feels like we are farther away from our leg, but actually the more we lengthen throughout the spine, the more we can feel in the hamstring. Okay, let's bend the left knee. Tuck the right toes under, hop the right foot more forward, take the left fingers more forward, and take it for a half moon pose. So right arm up. Find long lines, also from left hip to the left shoulder. Very good. Activate your thighs. Then we will take the right leg for a ride to the right. Hopla. And then pulse the right leg up and down, up and down. I hope you can see it. So it goes up and down. 2, 1, good. Step it down and shake it out a little bit in the forward fold. Release the head. Maybe bend one knee at a time. We are quite warm up right now, so a chance to go upside down. One option, just keep yourself in forward fold if you prefer to rest. It's already an inversion. If you feel very strong, why not to go into the dolphin? Why not to go into forearm stand if you have it in your practice, or just simply to the headstand? So go whatever it's called for, then we will have 8 breaths to enjoy your freestyle moment. Okay, I see assist. Good. Anne-Marie, core, strong core, thighs to belly, very good. When you are done, take it down, but if you have only started, then stay a little bit longer, and we will meet in child pose, everybody, in your own timing. And Anna-Maria, remember, ribs in. Very well, the elbows were very good. And let's meet in the child pose, everybody. Refine your breaths. And the last sequence, it will already lead us to the sitting poses. So climb up. Remember to press the inner fingers, the middle finger, indicate finger, thumb a lot. And then take it to the downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, bend the right knee. One option, stay here in the scorpion tail. Second option, you can take it to the wild thing. So take the right leg, right and down. Lift your hips, lift your heart. Find very long breaths. Squeeze the glutes. You are a very strong group, so I will give you the harder option. So slowly unroll it down. Take the right knee in, touch the left tricep, and then extend the right leg out to the outside of the left hand. Drop the left heel down and take it for fallen triangle. Squeeze the hips, open the heart. Pressing down helps you to lift your heart even higher, strong legs. Look down, roll down. Take it to the pigeon. So right knee sneaks down behind the right wrist and we will stay higher. So find your balanced hips, equalize them. It might be feeling very freeing to place something underneath your right hip because I will try something new with you. So one option, stay here. But if this bending of the knee is okay to you, you can start to bend the left knee and you can start to pull your left heel towards your glutes. It will be nice if you could keep your hips square. So I know the tendency will be to twist to the left, but try to find the opposite. Reaching the heart forward. If it's easy to do this movement with the hand to direct the fingers and the toes to the same direction, try to do it. So you just need to grab from the inner foot and you need to flip the fingers forward like you are using your big toe as a flipper to turn your hand forward. Find the opening in your chest and then release a little bit through the foot and we will try something new. Try with the right hand if you can grab the right hand. Now you can twist to the left. So it's allowed. If you need to readjust, then readjust your knee a little bit, left knee. And now try to hold the right foot and maybe you can pick it up. It's okay if you cannot. And then you can take the left foot closer to the right and maybe even the feet will meet. It's okay if they don't, you can just take them closer. It's a weird one, but it might work out. David, I think you can lift the foot. You have a nice half lotus. So you just pick it up from the bottom and you lift it up towards the left one. Okay, let's release. As always, when we try something new, it's weird at first, so don't worry. And now sneak the left leg forward, forward, forward. Take the right foot outside the right thigh to the inner left thigh and Janu Shirshasana. So right knee stays bent, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold down towards the left leg and release for a moment here. If you are very open, try to point the left toe so much towards your face that you lift the left heel and you can sneak the left palm underneath the heel. Relax the back of your neck, your jaw, your eyes. Good, and let's lift up to the center. Cross the shin bones in front of you. Roll or hop to the plank. You can step, you can hop, and then lower down through vinyasa. Heart forward, elbows above the palms. Breathe in, shoulders away from ears. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Second side, so lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, one option, stay here. Or flip the left foot to the outside of the right leg stays straight, firm in the right shoulder. So make sure that your right shoulder feels stable and it doesn't go out of the socket. Roll the shoulder to the outside and into the socket. So it's this external rotation. And slowly take it into fallen triangle. So left hand rolls down, left knee to the right tricep, and extend the left leg out. Drop the right heel, reach the right arm over your head. Press down through the legs. Lift up through the hips and heart. 2, 1. Lower down, the right hand goes down, left knee behind the left wrist into pigeon. Balance your hips, take your time, and like I said, it might be easier to go for this challenge shape if you have something underneath your left hip. It can be the part of your clothes or your block or a book, pillow. So take it if you need it, and then slowly start to bend the right knee. Hold the right foot, try to pivot your heart forward, and take maybe the right heel closer. Maybe you can even pivot your fingers to the same direction as your toes. Exactly. And square your hips, heart forward. And we will try this weird movement. So release the right foot back. I will pivot your direction. So this weird movement, try to once again readjust yourself to square off the hips, to keep the right knee down on the ground. We bend the right knee, we hold the foot once again, and we try to pivot the chest to the right. So now you have full permission to go for a torsion. Hold the left foot from the downside and try to pick up your left foot, trying to get your feet closer together. So I'm not able to make my feet meet, but just getting them closer, and one day they will meet. Yes, Johan, good. Little by little. And then release. Sweep the right leg forward, left knee outside. Surya in Janu Shirsha. Reach the arms up, open, and on breathe out, fold. Releasing the neck. Flexing through the right foot. Less pulling sensation, so less using of the hands to pull yourself forward. Try to find more from the core and the heart movement forward. So you still are open in your shoulders, shoulders relaxed. 3 long breaths. And lift yourself up. This time we will stay seated, so get your feet together, Baddha Konasana, get your sitting bones closer to the heels, at first straight, and either stay straight, or if your body allows you, you can start to roll forward, also to your own level. Relax the neck. You can use your elbows to press your legs, or you can use your inner legs muscles, the adductors and glutes, to squeeze your knees lower down. Little by little, I'm not a good example of very open hips, so I'm staying a bit higher, but lots of you are very open here, so almost like you could sleep in Baddha Kona. So let's climb back up, and we will lower down. So get your forearms down to the ground, get your back down. You can stretch the arms behind you, maybe yawn or make a side out. And then bring your knees closer to your ribs, hands on your knees, and shimmy a little bit right and left. We will finish with some back bends and some candle pose, candle and halasana plow pose. So get your knees down, sorry, not knees, feet down. And then bring your hands alongside your torso, lift your hips, interlace the fingers underneath you, and then start to shimmy your shoulders underneath you. Press down and back through the heels. Fire your back body, spine, glutes, lower thighs. Then release, knees in towards your chest, shimmy right and left again. Option to take it into the not wild thing, wheel pose. If it's not for today, then come back into the little bridge, the one we did before. So maybe you will be able to plant your hands next to your ears, getting the top of your head on the ground, elbows parallel, point the toes forward as you lift up, more weight on your hands, squeeze the glutes. Try to stretch the heart towards the back of the mat. Stay for 2. Stay for 1. Squeeze the glutes. Very good. Such a strong group. And wheelers, lower down. Bridge people also lower down. Take your knees in. Release. I hope that you feel good in the wheel pose. So the more we do it and we know how to use the glutes, the legs, how to shift our weight on the hands more, it should feel more like a chest opening and less like a torture for lumbar spine. This is important. One more may be a bit challenging, but not necessarily. If you felt good in your wheel pose, a chance to lift one leg at the time right now. If not, you can come back into the bridge and you can do the same in the bridge, just bringing one knee to the chest and up, staying for 3, and then the other leg. You can do exactly the same in the wheel pose. So do what feels right today. It's not every day good for a back bend. So you can bring the right knee into the chest and maybe lifting the right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee in, step the foot down, maybe switching the leg and the left knee goes down, out, in and up. Very good, I see you. Perfect, and then down, wheelers start to go down. And then take your knees in. Shimmy right and left. Take it to happy baby pose. And you can stay static on it, or you can keep swaying. Let's have a little bit of contra shape after wheel pose. So get your feet together, hold both feet with your hands from the back. Keep your seat low as you lift your head towards your feet. Stay for 3. Squeeze as high as you can. I cannot that much, but maybe you can. And then release. Come back into happy baby pose, but open one leg at a time to the outside. So one leg goes wide open. Then back into happy baby pose. The other leg goes wide open. And back into happy baby pose, maybe both legs wide. So it's like Upavishta Konasana, wide-legged pose. And then bring your knees in and feet down, finishing with candle. So if you feel like you are already tired, just take it to the waterful legs, a very restorative way to do the candle pose. If you want to go further, then hop the legs behind the head, gather the shoulders together, bend the elbows, hands onto your back, and lift the legs up. Whatever feels lovely, we stayed about 8 breaths, but aim for long breaths always. If something feels intuitively not right, you always have a choice to go out. It's never a competition. It's about to make us feel good. So everybody from candle pose, go to halasana, plow pose, so legs behind the head, or any other variation if you like. So Lulu, I see you are going for Padmasana, the lotus. I mean the cross-legged thing, so go for it if you wish, or either go for halasana. So you cross your legs, yes, 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 I know where you are heading, and try to get your hands under your knees. So it's almost like you are seated at the beginning of your practice. Yes. Finding this balance on your shoulders. Good. Strong core, start to lower down. Use your hands if you need to. Thighs in. Last time, bring your knees to your outer ribs. Shimmy a little bit right and left. And let's finish with twist. Take both knees to the right. If it feels like not enough for you, you can always straighten the top leg and you can hold the left foot with your right hand. But if you feel satisfied enough with knees bent, then stay there. Turn the head to the opposite direction. Keep the left shoulder grounded. Back into the center and switch, so the knees to the other side, head to the opposite direction. Keep on observing this play of the breaths and how you move your diaphragm down when you breathe in and relax the belly. And the diaphragm moves up as you breathe out. The same way as you breathe in, you release the pelvic floor down. And as you breathe out, you contract and lift the pelvic floor up. Pelvic floor is simply all the muscles in the most lower part of your belly that holds your organs, lower organs. Then come back into the center and we made it to Shavasana. So straight your legs, take a blanket if you need to, or maybe you need some pillow, whatever works for you. Close your eyes, of course, if you have a moment to go for Shavasana. Then stay with me. After some time, I will wake us up. Get as comfortable as you can possibly be. And then as you find space in your shoulders, space in your hips, legs, if it feels good, maybe take your legs a bit wider. Relax the shoulders down. And at first, let's pay attention to the surroundings. What is the temperature in the room? How do you feel? Warm? Or maybe a bit cold? How it feels when the air is touching your skin? how the air feels in your nose when it hits this dot, this point in your nose, at the back of the wall of the nose as you breathe in. Notice that the air is a little bit cooler than when you breathe out the warm air. Then notice the sounds around you. What is the soundtrack of your Shavasana? How many sounds can you hear now? Are there any voices? Any birds singing, cars passing by? Pay attention to the touch, feeling of the touch of your mat, touch of the clothes you have, pants on your legs, t-shirts on your upper body. Then start to relax, going from the top like a wave. We will relax the top of the head, forehead, muscles around your eyes, back of the head, sides of the head. Relax your cheeks and jaw, the top of your throat, and then go lower onto your shoulders. Like a wave, we are going lower to the upper arms, upper chest, and then rib by rib, going lower through the ribs. Every rib on the way. Relax it, put awareness into it, and then the forearms, wrists, palms and fingers. Relax down through your spine, from the neck all the way down to the tailbone. Relax your lower ribs, belly, especially on your breathing. Relax around your hips, glutes, upper thighs, knees. Keep on going with your wave to your calves and your root to your ankles, heels, arches of the feet, middle feet, toes, balls of the feet. And bring this wave of relaxation back up, feeling your toes relaxed and heavy, feet relaxed and heavy, ankles, calves. Soften your knees once again. Feel your thighs, hips, belly, spine. And with the wave of relaxation, go through every rib. Relax muscles around your ribs, shoulders, and from your fingers up through the forearms to the upper arms. Relax the bottom of your neck, the bottom of your throat, and the top of your throat, and at the same time your jaw, your cheeks, muscles around your eyes, skin between your eyebrows and your forehead. Relax the top of the head. Find the state of being thankful, gratitude for the body we have, every cell of aliveness you can feel, every moment that you feel chilled and relaxed. For a really amazing thing you can do on your yoga mat. For how strong you have become. For every muscle, every tendon, every joint. And a big thanks for the amazing breath and the way you can follow it that makes you more calm, more here and now. And I will keep you for a few moments in the silence, and then I will wake you up. If you would like to stay longer, of course you can. If you feel ready to start to wake up, then start to move your fingers and toes. Move your wrist, ankles, toes. Stretch the arms, roll your head. Any movements are welcome. Always, yoga teacher gives you kind of like a skeleton, and it's you who brings the life into the movements. So never be afraid to move in your special individual way. And when you are ready, get yourself to the seated position. So that we can finish together. And if you would like to join me in the Om Sing, then go ahead. If you don't feel comfortable, then you can skip it as you wish. So bring the hands to the heart, bow the chin down, finishing the sound of the Om. And actually every kind of sound that is a little bit like humming sound, like a bee with the sound, it wakes up our parasympathetic system, the system that is responsible for rest, for chill sensation. So let's make a nice at the end. Take a full breath in. And then open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening and see you when I see you. If you would like to have some longer nap, always do. And as always, if you have any request or some kind of questions, let me know. We are in touch. Thank you for tonight and see you next time. Ciao.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.
Bye.